Title this clip What I Learned About Video AI number 2, or Learning About Video AI number 2. When I first started Video AI, I didn't think that Pixverse was going to be one of my main platforms. But in the beginning, so many things different than what it is now. I started Video AI as a Hailu user, so I worked the face because the Hailu model, training model on the face is very strong. And I got used to the fact that I'll just focus on the face and do some character acting with it. You see some of my posts, the clip on the AI girls or something, always work the face. And that's been a familiarity where I almost reserved the Hailu model just for the human faces. Here with Pixverse, you see me not having a lot of close-up faces in earlier months back in February. And I do a lot of vehicle robot just because I set it aside where I will use Pixverse only for these set of things. And it's actually been rather helpful that way in learning about AI platform where I got so used to the vehicle handling on Pixverse. And that's mostly because I was already using Hailu for human animations. The thing with Hailu too, it isn't always very good with a mechanical object. That Pixverse is far more consistent with mechanical object. I was blown away by the consistency and the integrity of the robot that I kept using it here, because I figured I couldn't do it elsewhere. I was positioning myself to later sign on the Hailu Unlimited month or something. But then now the FreePic Magnific had Hailu 2.3. I'm using that, and FreePic having Hailu 2.3 is probably the reason why I'm gonna sign on another year with Magnific FreePic, because that it becomes so invaluable to have that one character workhorse too. I got so familiar with the way the Pixverse handle vehicles, right? I think I will always come back to the Pixverse and to do some scene touch up with using vehicles. What I learned is that if you're gonna go Video AI, you want to spread it out to at least 3-4 major platform, because that way a platform and the particular pros and cons, you can just pick the best of one platform and then move on to the next. You don't have to work a single tool that try to work a strength that it doesn't have and try to force it out that way. Earlier Hailu model cannot do the vehicle, and it probably still can't do vehicles without morphing. Too many objects in the scene overwhelm the Hailu model. So I learned very quickly that there is such a thing. There's such a need where you have to be on multi-platform. You would think that you can just hold one platform and call it a day in the year 2026 or something, where every platform is good enough to stand on its own, but that is not the case. That is very much not the case. And I've been around for 1.5 years, from late November 2024, and my takeaway is, and I'm writing this, we're calling this for new people coming into video AI scene as well, where don't expect an individual platform to be able to do everything, because that's just not how these models are designed. Here I'll showcase this scene where the vehicle is moving kind of slowly above the woman, the UFO, and there's a little light beam here in between. And that's only because the Pixverse model is very good with how it lights up under prompt adherence. And we're just flexing my knowledge on why I know the model can do. And everything that I did here in this one clip is sheer familiarity after like 5 months on the platform. 5 full months on the platform, and then I kind of know the ins and outs, everything about it. I'm just flexing it at the end. And that was what my last clip I did in February. And the thing I want people to take away is that you want to focus down on how you use a platform to do the thing you want to do, and then get very good at it, and then it becomes second nature to you, and then not only to get the best result you can, but also to have a mental ease. Because if I was jumping in 5 different platforms, like say if I was on Runway Luma, which I wasn't, I did some AI API clip, I did some Adobe Unlimited a week or two on Luma 2.3.14. I posted those clips up. It was all new and it was all kind of fun and experimental. But even though it was on an unlimited plan, right? Simply because the platform was brand new to me, I never could get it to move the camera in the scene the way I wanted to move, even after 2 full weeks. We're here after 5 months. I get exactly the scene that I want. That's what it is. It takes a long time for you to understand the model, and then wrap your mind around how you're gonna compose a scene, compose a story with the tool. Even 2 weeks is too short a time to comprehend the thing. So imagine the time consumption and the kind of drag that you put on yourself if you're gonna go on 5 separate platforms, right? Right? Runway is supposed to be the most scenic pan camera able platform there is. You see all the Runway clip, people were panning across cities, and it was so beautiful, right? The first person view camera angle. I could not get it to work the way I wanted it. I don't understand the speed and the level and the prompt responses to the Runway camera. Even after 3 months of Adobe Firefly API credit, well, I used it for 3-4 months, right? I had a 4th month that I used it for nothing but Runway. All 3 months we were using it for Runway. So it was like 25 clips per month or something. 60, 70, 80 clips at the end. And yeah, nothing. I still don't get it. I still don't understand what it's trying to do. It gets a little overwhelming. So my advice is give yourself 2 to 3 main to start, and then you can move to a 4th if you like it. 8 to a year end or something like that. But then it won't be too overwhelming, because it does take the time to learn. It takes a lot of time to learn the tool, and even more time to mentally accumulate your mind to how you should tell a story with the tool. And more than 5 tools is gonna be a clutter mess, I think. Yeah, and that's the right call. If you think even 2-3 model is too much for you, slow it down to 1. You pick the best one that you can. And most of the time nowadays, people will just pick Seedance. But I also want to advise people that Seedance is the most premium and most expensive tool for video AI platform, right? But the most expensive is not always the best, and I'll tell you why. You as an artist who are not with I don't have a director background, right? So for me to warm up my mind to understand how to move a scene, I need endless experimentation. The director that you see winning award and things like that with the video AI story, they've been around the game for decades. They have credits on them. They experiment. They tries on them, and then if you don't allow yourself time to build your own credit up, and you're just chasing the premium tool, the premium tool is going to cost you tons of money. You're going to end up putting all your economic energy into a tool that gives you very minimum return without the ability to practice, right? So you're gonna burn yourself out in a year or two, paying the best product, and then not being able to hone your craft. Because at the end of the day, you have to be the storyteller. That's what I want to say. Like right now, I refuse to chase one way, man. Because I'm in no hurry to. Because for one, I'm all spent on storytelling. I don't have a meaningful story that I'm left that I want to tell at the moment. So the tool cannot be more powerful than you as an artist. And that's what I'm trying to say. I'm looking at the things like Pixverse here, where it cannot compete directly with the amount of refined quality cinematic camera that you can auto into Seedance, right? But that's not the point. The point is, if I was doing a story like this with the two boys and girl character, right, and all these clips, the camera angle were me using Nano Banana start frame, and I manually plug everything in, right? And afterward, I learned more about scene composition than I would if I were just doing it with Seedance and learn the Seedance multi-camera auto for me, right? But on Pixverse, that's fraction of the cost. It doesn't cost as much, but I still get to play. I still get the animated scene, the sounds that affect and everything. I still get to experiment, and I'm thinking that there's a bit more value here. So for me personally, I might choose to go to the Pixverse route than go to top tier. See that. That's for me personally. I'm experimenting hugely last month, and turning into 1.5 months now. These multi-panel has been a major trend going on with the video AI, where people are using it two times two panel because it gives you a little more scene by scene consistency, and it's less jumpy that way with Nano Banana. And I want to experiment to see what kind of control I get, and it's been interesting. It gave me more perspective after experimenting for a month, trying to plug these images in Pixverse, were animated quite capably. There's something I quite like this scene here. There's a little bit of morphing, but you can cut it very easily. Scene like this, where the Nano Banana preset had the character doing a very interesting thing. You cannot automatically do this with prompt alone. You need a little bit image reference assist to get here. So there's a lot of room to explore what you can and can't do with it. Learning new things about it every day. Man, and the most valuable thing I come to find with the Pixverse, right? Pixverse, the team has been consistent in keeping up with the Tier 1 premium model, where Kling Seedance have 15 second, and Pixverse also have 15 second. Hailu, they're still on 10 second. Hailu doesn't update their model as quickly as the other platforms. They always come out slower. I think they're cash strapped. They have a smaller team. Their business is not as well funded as some other maybe. But it's beginning to be a pattern where Hailu is always a little bit slower. Where Pixverse is always keeping up with the innovation. There's a lot of innovation here and a lot of little tools. You get a little speech lip sync. You can extend, the clip to 45 seconds, something like that. A lot of tool doesn't have extend built in, So the platform have been good with all these other tools that it's fun to experiment, and it's all in one place. And I think that the value is that you don't need it to have to do everything, but you do need to have the means to practice and the underlying principle of multi-panel, what AI will do with it. After experimenting here, I found that even when I'm working Seedance, a much more expensive model, not only do I feel less pressure by experiment, unlike many other users where they go straight to Seedance and absolutely get demolished by the cost, right? I spent an entire month experimenting with multi-panel. If I started experimenting with Seedance, I'm not really experimenting at all. I already have an underlying principle of what it's going to do, and I just plug it in and get better result, and that's exactly what I'm doing. I get better result. I get better clip. Yeah, it comes off a little more intuitive. It comes off a little bit more intuitive. It comes off a little bit less mechanical, where I'm too scared to experiment. When I'm prompting, I'm a little bit more liberal with Seedance. Then if I do a dry pass at 0 mile an hour and try to go full cylinder without, so I think the value of Pixverse is that you get to practice, from one AI artist to another. Consider Pixverse not because it has the sheer quality of Seedance. Of course it doesn't. TikTok money Seedance, it's gonna you're paying a premium price for a premium product, but you as a user still need the practice, and you cannot do it with just a premium product. So yeah, consider another tool, any tool you like that that let you hone and let you stay relevant in the game. And then for me, that is Pixverse, and it's been fun. It's been quite invaluable. This clip has gone on quite a bit, so I'm just gonna end it here. Yeah. A lot of video AI artists or X has been very happy with the Pixverse model. I'm starting to see why too. Just because it's that one extra thing that you can use that isn't too costly, and you get to play, and it's beautiful. Alright, have fun. Hope this helps somebody out.